Hey guys, how's it going? It's Kayla here, and I am here with a much asked for video. This is the Garmin ViVoSmart HR Q&A with me. So I'm going to go through questions from the last review series I posted, and if you have any more following questions, please post them down below and I will do a follow-up to this. But hopefully I cover everything, as I covered a lot of information. Again, the Garmin ViVoSmart HR is this device right here, and we'll get started. So first question, I bought the ViVoSmart HR about 10 days ago and I'm not satisfied at all. When I wake up in the morning, it says that I did 53 footsteps, I burned 869 calories and did 0.03 kilometers. Why? Do you have the same problems, or is everything at 0 in the morning? I don't know. Oops. So this is a question, okay, I don't know what to do. This is a question I actually already replied to, but it is a totally valid concern. How are you waking up in the morning? You haven't moved at all, but you burned 800 calories. So the steps, some people move in their sleep, and if you move in a certain way, the steps are gonna count. If you sit there and shake your arm, sometimes you're lucky and you get some steps, but usually it's pretty good at not doing that. So the calorie part, we are always burning calories. You could be in a coma in a hospital bed and you're still burning calories. You are constantly using calories. It's not just when you go to the gym, when you intentionally exercise. Your body requires a minimum amount of calories to function. So even on the days where you're sitting on your butt watching YouTube videos all day and not doing anything else, you are still burning calories. And this is why the majority of my videos talk about food, because this is the most important part in physical health and fitness, and getting in enough calories is so important. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So 800 calories, yeah, you would easily burn that in an 8-hour sleep, maybe even less. And she did say thank you to the reply, because I did reply. Okay, can I set it to use Celsius and miles? I heard elsewhere that you cannot. So I will try to do that from here. You can actually change the settings from the device. Try to do this so that you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, so we're going backwards here. So you hit the one button there is, you scroll across to the little wheel for settings. So you have the language option, time, units is what you're after. Mine always resets to miles. It's really annoying because we don't use miles here. So if I want to put it to kilometers, then I hit kilometers, I tap on that, all of a sudden it's there. Awesome. Activity tracking, heart rate, blah, blah, blah. So all those other things are there. I think whenever it does an update, it automatically goes back to those factory settings. So that's a question. Can we answer or reject calls from the device? You can answer a call. So it's really great if you have Bluetooth or the headset that came with your cell phone attached and plugged in. So maybe your phone's like in your back pocket or in your bag or whatever. You can answer a call, but you cannot actually, it's not like James Bond or, I don't know, Inspector Gadget, where you can talk into the device. You can accept and reject calls from the device, but you need your actual phone to, you know, continue on a conversation if you do answer. I love this when I accidentally forget to turn off my GPS and Bluetooth from my phone when I'm teaching a class, and a phone call comes in, it'll keep zzz, zzz, it'll keep going, so I can reject a call and send it automatically to voicemail, which is fabulous. I love that option. I also love to see who's calling and whether it's urgent or not. How's the warranty, or if you don't like it, the return policy? I cannot answer that. Depends on where you bought it, I guess, but I know Garmin's customer service is supposed to be fantastic. A friend of mine had a different they had the Garmin ViVoSmart, not the HR, so the original device. And she had issues with it 2 or 3 times, and so they replaced it completely, the store that she purchased it at. So that was pretty good, and there's so much competition right now that I'm pretty sure they are pretty reasonable like that. Let's see what else we've got here. Someone asked about a sink. The updates have been fewer and far between lately. I found in the first couple months that I had this device, there was constantly updates, and right now I'm not having any glitchy issues. You know, cross my fingers, but everything has been pretty smooth with the device. I'm wondering if I can track distance I swim in the swimming pool. I have personally had terrible luck using this as a fitness tracker in water. I think the touch screen gets a little wonky with water, and there have been times where I have showered with the device on and I get out and all of my steps have been wiped clean. Which, I mean, I still, you know, I still walked, I still stepped that distance in the day, but I don't have it on the tracker. If I'm being competitive, it's not there. It's not actually recorded, which is the point of this device, right? So I take it off when I'm going in the water because I don't like when things get wiped clean. Someone else commented about this. It does not, just the minutes that also manually need to be started. So I guess when you go into the activity settings, which is in here, the little dude, run, walk. Walk is a new one. It used to be just like run, cardio, or other. Okay, so I guess you would enter other, but I don't swim that much, and I know it's waterproof, but if you're wearing a fitness tracker and you're a big swimmer, you probably want the one that works. I think you would need, and also for the GPS, for it to actually track distance in that sense, because you're not making steps, you would need your cell phone somewhat nearby, like I guess in the room or in the, you know, near the swimming pool, for it to track exactly where you're traveling. Maybe, I'm guessing here, I don't know. So let's find the other half to these questions. I'm trying to make this as quick as possible. So part number 2, questions on part number 2. Okay, so somebody asked me to post an updated one. They got it for their birthday and love it. This was 2 weeks ago. So you were going to be getting to see this video. Has anyone gone from ViVoSmart to the ViVoSmart HR? Was there a huge difference in size? There is a bit of a difference in size, I would say. I thought it would bother me a lot. I find you can kind of see here how much it sticks off my wrist. What I find really annoying is if I have a really snug long sleeve shirt or something that's right at the wrist, it's really hard to access. Yeah, so entering cooler weather right now, that's a tricky part. It doesn't feel as bulky on my wrist as it did when I first started wearing it. Actually, I don't even notice it anymore. It's just kind of like I feel naked without it. I didn't bring it when I went on my canoe trip, and it felt a little weird. And also because I had been wearing it since January, all of the skin underneath had not been exposed to any sun at all. And that was a month ago, and the sunburn's finally gone away, but it was so bad. It was swollen, it was peeling. So if you're wearing it and then you go on vacation, put a lot of sunscreen on there. That's just kind of my personal experience. Since I mentioned that the HRM and the heart rate monitor and sleep tracking is not that important to me, it seems more logical to get a simpler activity tracker. I'm not sure if I said that the heart rate monitor was not that important. It actually is the reason I got the device, especially for tracking my heart rate when I'm doing something active, when I'm going to the gym, when I'm walking, when I'm doing cardio. It is actually quite important to me. But I am learning that when I do go to get another device, what other features I would like. I think I'd like a bigger screen. I don't know. But I'm going to take this one at least till the end of this year, maybe possibly longer. I enjoy it. It's simple. Someone commented, I love these real reviews. Wish I had something clever to say. But I do. You are clever, fun, and hell, you're cute. Oh, thanks. Thanks much. P.S. I like my gadget more after watching this. Awesome. That's kind of the goal. I had a bad experience with the Jawbone Up 3 fitness tracker last year, and it put me off these devices. However, a few days ago, my health insurance company sent me the Vivo HR, and I'm enjoying it so far. Your review was very informative and gave me confidence that this could work and help me get moving more often. Thank you. Okay, so I guess that wasn't, you know, questions. I was kind of reading as we go. Please tell us about the battery life. Is it really working up to 5 days after charging? I turn my device off when I'm going to bed. If I'm not walking around, if I'm not tracking anything, I turn it off, and I would say that it's about 5 days. I have the Bluetooth and the GPS constantly running and tracking to my phone, but I don't wear it at nighttime. I'm not sure how much extra battery use I get by not wearing it at night, but I do get pretty steady amount. I think the only time that it uses a little bit more battery is if say you're doing like a 2-hour run or something and you have that tracker going like constantly go, go, go. I feel like that might use the battery a little faster, but just wearing it, yeah, I don't charge it that often, so it's pretty good. As you mentioned, it can see a square dent on the wrist. I will take it off. As you mention it, I can see a square dent on the wrist. I will take it off during sleep time. How do you use the other function for swimming? I'm not really, I mean, I think I kind of answered that already. I don't really use it for swimming. I've worn it in water a few times, in salt water and pool water and a few different kinds of water, and it just does funky stuff, so I just don't. How does my mom like the device now? My mom, her ViVoSmart HR is sitting on her dresser. She doesn't wear it for much. She's like this big, literally. She's this tiny little woman, and she works like, I think she walks like 20,000 steps a day, and I don't think she used it for all that she could have, and I'm not totally surprised. Hey Kayla, thanks so much for sharing this. I love your personal touch to the review. Gadget reviews can get so boring without that, according to me, although I might be interested in the product. Thank you. And some people gave suggestions on other devices that they're looking at. Hey Kayla, could you please let me know if we can answer reject calls from the device? So I already answered that. So they commented actually on both videos just to... Okay, so we had to just kind of put in a new memory card there. Finishing off, did the weather work on it? Yes, the weather works now. I think I'm connected to everything right now. So the weather does consistently work. There we go. So apparently I haven't done any flights of stairs, but I've definitely done stairs today. There's the weather. No, it's not the weather. This is what the weather looks like. So I'm in Celsius right now. You can also change that to Fahrenheit. So there's a little weather thing, and it actually shows a little bit more when you tap on it. So that's what the weather looks like, and it's pretty consistent as long as the GPS is connected. That's kind of what's going on. There we are. Okay, and I find the stair climbing count doesn't work well for me, but you kinda addressed that here. I've been sitting here looking at reviews and my device just told me to. Okay, so anyway, stair climbing, like I just commented, I would say if it told you that you made 5 flights of stairs in the day, you probably did 7 or 8. I'm not sure if it tracks you if you're, you know, going quickly up the stairs or if you go really slow. I feel like it's more of a slower pace, and I'm a stair runner. Sometimes I'm like, I gotta get something upstairs, and I go really quick, and I don't think it tracks that type of thing. Yeah. So the stairs is probably the most, I don't know, it's nice to have, and if I'm intentionally trying to get those flights of stairs in, it will give them to me, but step counter, heart rate monitor. I love trying to hit the intensity minute goals throughout the day. That's kind of my favorite part of this device, because I feel best on the weeks that I do, and getting in my target zone. Personally, I try to train between 130 and 140 beats per minute for at least 30 minutes at a time, 3 days a week minimum. That's kind of what I do. And then I do a little bit of sprinting in between. So that, anyway, that is my ViVoSmart HR Q&A video. I hope that was helpful for you. If there's any other questions coming up, please let me know down below, and I will post another summary or another supplementary video to this one for all of you wonderful people watching these videos. Don't forget to hit that like button if you made it all the way till the end here. And if there's anything else you'd like to see, I will just let me know. And I'll talk to you guys very soon. Peace out.